Hello and welcome to another video. We're going to start today at Victoria because this European adventure is starting now. It's now 8 PM and we're at London Victoria, and because I've got an early flight in the morning, I'm going to go on GTR all night because GTR run trains throughout the night. So, to save hotel costs with a flight that's at 6 AM in the morning, and I have to be in the airport for like 4:30 in the morning, it's hardly worth me getting a hotel. So going on GTR all night, where I've got a staff pass, I get it for free, though cheap tickets are available. So we are going to start in Victoria, and the plan is to take the train to Barnham, and then from Barnham to Brighton to three bridges to Bedford, Bedford to Luton Airport, and get into Luton Airport in time for our flight. Now, where are we going? All will be revealed. Continue watching to find out. So, when I arrived into Barnham, I was slightly late running on the train, and I was about 7 minutes late, therefore I missed the earlier Brighton train. Then the next Brighton train, the 22:02, was cancelled, so I've ended up waiting for the 22:16 to Brighton. Now, at Brighton, there is a train. I thought there was no trains, but there is a train at 23:35, which is the last train of the night from Brighton towards London due to engineering work. So my plan now is to take that train from Brighton all the way to Bedford, and then take the train from Bedford to Luton. All being well, I will be at Luton Airport with about 2 hours and 20 minutes to spare. Just enough time to get through security and have something to eat for breakfast, and then get to gate for my flight to somewhere cold. But where? All will be revealed a bit later. Ooh. I made it to Brighton. From here I'm going to take the 23:35 as far as Bedford. Quite a long way now, so it gives me time to charge up my devices, ready for the morning. The train makes limited stops at night and does not call at a few central London stations. Upon arrival into Bedford, I will take the train back to Luton Airport Parkway and then into Luton Airport by the bus. So for now, I've got about 5 to 10 minutes now before my train to Bedford. And so it's 2:25 in the morning, and I've made it to Bedford. That was a nice long journey there with the Thameslink train from Brighton to Bedford, the whole route, and I got some good charge on my devices, which I needed to do. Also caught up with a little bit of sleep there as well. On a Thameslink service, the rear first class, the one at the very back of the train, is declassified, so you get a little bit of extra comfort with a power socket. I am now in Bedford, and then from Bedford here we're going to Luton Airport. So back to Luton. I think now it's getting time where it's a decision of going a little bit further than the airport and then coming back, but that's a bit risky with time, so I'm going to play it safe this evening, this morning, whatever it is you would like to call this, and I will take the train to Luton, getting off at Luton Airport Parkway for the shuttle bus 888 to the Luton Airport, and arriving there at around 3:45 this morning. So I've got about 20 minutes now, 25 minutes for my train back to Luton. So I am now at Luton Airport Parkway, the station closest to Luton Airport. Now at the moment you have to take the shuttle bus from here, the shuttle bus 888 from here to Luton Airport. A journey time of about 10 minutes, and it is included in your train ticket price. However, if you did not arrive by train, you can do a single fare, but so your train ticket, if you ask for Luton Airport, does include this. if you're staff, your priv card does include free travel on board the bus. Just show your priv card to the driver. That's the one that says staff leisure travel on it. Now, on the left here, if you look on the left just here, this building here is an exciting new project. The light rail system between here and the airport. So very, very soon, I believe very early 2023, we'll be able to get a light rail system from here to the airport, cutting it down to a few minutes. Which is very exciting. It looks very new, very modern, and it will cut out the bus journey from Luton Airport Parkway to Luton Airport, making it more accessible and quicker for people and more convenient for people to transfer between the two stations. So yes, that is the light rail system coming soon. Anyway, let's go and get this bus to the airport now. So I am now in Luton Airport departure lounge. Security was straightforward, no queues there at all. It's just coming on to 4 o'clock now, so I have 2 hours for my flight, so time to go and get a coffee and something to eat. Not a lot open at this time of morning. There is a bar open and Starbucks is open, but still places to get coffee. I think Pret also is open. Now, a word of warning for you if you're coming by train and using the shuttle bus, just remember to make sure you buy a ticket to Luton Airport and not Luton Airport Parkway. Tickets marked Luton Airport Parkway are not valid on the bus, and you will have to pay a separate fee to use the bus. So just make sure that you buy a ticket for the airport. So, where are we going? Oh, will be revealed very soon. Although you're probably going to see it in the description anyway, so this might be a bit pointless. But hey ho, I've kept you waiting. And so here we are, we're at Luton Airport now in gate number 7, and the flight to Reykjavik in Iceland. Yes, today we are off to Iceland on board the EasyJet flight from here in Luton to Reykjavik in Iceland. Flight was only £28, which is very cheap for a flight to Iceland, considering it's one of the most expensive countries in the world. £28 I didn't think was too bad. The flight goes at 6 in the morning, hence why we've been out all night to try and avoid the hotel costs. Although you can get a hotel here at the airport, but they can come quite expensive, in the region when I was looking of about £80. So we're going to go now to the gate, go on the flight and head over and up to Iceland. Yay! And so, I am now in Reykjavik, in Iceland, having travelled on this Airbus A320 from Luton. Very nice flight, very smooth, and very friendly staff. What can you expect from EasyJet? As I said, the flight was only 28 quid, so it was really good, and I paid an extra £5 for the window seats here. So the plan now is to get the local bus in towards the town and explore the town for a bit before this evening's evening tour of the Northern Lights. So I'm going to get off the plane now, get some pictures of course, and then head to the bus stop. Let's go. So I am now walking to the bus stop, having done immigration very successfully and got my stamp to say I'm in Iceland. Now, the connection time from the flight to the local bus is around an hour and 30 minutes, so it's quite a long connection time here. Now, there is coaches that take you directly to the town centre, and they are a lot quicker, but I'm doing that back tomorrow morning. So, I like to mix things up a bit, so I am going to wait around for the service bus back into the town centre area. The service bus is around £12 for an adult, and the express coach is around £22 to £20 for an adult, depending which company you choose. I chose Transdev for tomorrow, and it was €22. Now, some people might be wondering why I go on such short trips. Well, the simple answer is, I don't know if I'm going to like the country or not, especially a place I've never been to before. So, because I've never been to Iceland before, and this is my first visit here, I don't want to spend lots and lots of money on a trip, spending lots of days here, and I don't like it. That means I'm spending a fortune in a country that I'm not enjoying, and I'm stuck there because my flight's not back into 2, 3, 4, 5 days time. So what I do is I do a quick mini trip to a country I've never been to before. Then if I like that country and I've found other things I want to do in that country, at a later date I will plan another trip and stay maybe a little longer to do those things. And this trip was very cheap for Iceland, a total cost of around £150, including the flight return, the hotel, and a tour. So it's about £150 to £200 for a 2-day trip to Iceland, which is not too bad, considering it is Iceland. And as I said, if I do enjoy myself here, then I will come back certainly next year and do some more stuff. So that's the idea of my trips. So now I'm going to take a slow walk, maybe get something to eat before I go to the bus stop, and then get the bus at 9:55 from here. So let's go. So I have found this little place here in the airport. It's like a supermarket place, and I've managed to get myself some hot pizza. So I have a hot pizza slice. Go in the box. A hot pizza slice. I do have a hot pizza slice in there. I swear I just didn't pay money for a box. This is more difficult. Just one moment. There we go. So I got a pizza slice, a garlic breadstick, Coke, and the Kit Kat, and the bill was £12.39, which I was surprised. I thought it would be a little bit more because of where I am. So not too bad if you want some quick snack for quite cheap. It's just as you exit it, the arrivals hall on the right hand side before you exit the building. So now I'm going to eat my lunch and wait for my bus. So, to get to the local bus stop for the bus 55, you have to walk a little from the terminal building. So the terminal building's there in the background. You just come out of the terminal building and through the car park. There's like a pickup point there. If you do look at Google Maps will tell you as well, but you come out of the entrance. Now I come out of the entrance for the arrivals terminal, where you make a left turn, then a left turn again, and follow the building around. You see the car park, and then you go through the car park and find the space to go through to the bus stop for the 55. As I said, on Google Maps it does show you the bus there. The bus is very infrequent indeed, so it might not be worth it if you want to get into Reykjavik quite quickly. You might just pay the extra £10 or whatever it is, £8 to get the express bus. But as I said, I like to do things a little different. I like to try out different ways of going there. So I'm taking the express bus in the morning to the airport. So it is for my personal choice now to do this hang around for this bus here now. As I said, there is a number of operators that take you on the express bus. The cheapest I found by looking at the TVMs there at the airport was the Orange company. I can't remember what they're called now. Oh dear me. Airport Direct. So yeah, my mind went blank. Airport Direct seemed to be the cheapest, and they were £19 on the day. The other ones were quite expensive. They were around £25. So it all depends really. They all do the same thing, so I would go for the cheapest one. I've booked via Transdev tomorrow, so I'm not too sure who my provider is, as Transdev don't run coaches, they're just an agent. So now I'm nearly at the bus stop. It's about 3-4 minutes walk. No, not incredibly. I've not been going at a fast pace. You'll probably do it in 2 or 3 minutes if you're a quick walker. And I'm going to get the 55 bus from here, which will cost about £12. So I've now arrived into Fielddish. Certain journeys on the 55 terminate here, and you have to change buses for the bus number 1 to go into Reykjavik town centre. There is a separate charge for the one, and that's about £3.60. You can download the app, which I will put a link into the description, if I remember, so you can get your tickets from the app, and I believe you can pay on the bus as well. So I'm going to try and pay on the bus just to make sure that there's an option for you guys. The journey time was about 50 minutes from the airport to here. Very nice, comfortable coach. Nothing to complain about, really. The fare was £12.89 in English, so not too bad for an airport bus. So now I've just got a short 5-minute wait here before my one to take me into Reykjavik, main area, the town centre sort of area of Reykjavik. So I've got off the one here at Icelantic, if that's how you say it, B. Which is a stop near a museum I am going to visit. I will reveal the museum very shortly. Now, I did get the pricing wrong about tickets. The ticket you get from the airport is valid also for a transfer on the one into the city centre. I didn't know this until the driver said you come from the airport, and I said yes, and he said you are allowed a transfer. So all you've got to do is show your ticket from the airport to the driver on the one, and you can transfer free of charge into the town centre on the bus route 1. The buses here do not take card on board. It is cash only, correct fare only on board the bus. You can download the app. As I said, I will put the app link in the post, in comments, sorry, in the description even. I'll get the end. So you can download the app and pay by card if you need to. So now I'm just going to take a short walk to the museum I'm going to visit first here in Reykjavik. So let's go find out what it is. Ooh. So I've arrived at the museum, the Icelantic Philosophical Museum. Basically, a penis museum. A museum based around penises. A word of warning disclaimer now, if you do not like penises, please do not watch this part of the video. There may be some models of penises, as it is a penis museum, so please, if you get offended, do not watch this part of the video. Now, let's go in. I'm looking forward to this. So I'm now in the penis museum. Admission cost comes to £16.75 for an adult. And there's a little cafe in the back there, so if you wanted to get a cup of coffee, some waffles, there is a cafe behind me there. Let's just say it's quite interesting if you see some of the videos here. They've got some animal penises here. They are from a bull. There's a bull's penis. Here we've got some deer penis. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And then if you come over here, you got the Icelantic national handball team casts on their penises. Yeah, so all types of penis. So if you like penis, definitely come and visit this place. I'm enjoying it so far. Very good, very good. So I've stumbled across this little hump, call it, where you can walk up in the harbour called Fuja, and it's like a sculpture where you can walk up it and you get a view of the harbour. So it doesn't look very safe. It
do, look at the pathway, you've got to be very careful. Maybe filming while doing it is not the best idea, but hey ho, we are doing it. And we're going to go to the top and see where we can go and see from the top here. So my plan now is just to walk around Reykjavik, see what's about, and yeah, explore for a little bit. I'll need to check into my hotel at some point before this evening's tour, which I'm going to take to see the Northern Lights. Now the tour for the Northern Lights cost me £50, which I don't think is too bad, considering quite a lot of stuff here is expensive. So that leaves at 8:30 this evening, so I will go and check into the hotel before then. As you see there, we had a narrow miss there with another pedestrian, so you just got to be very careful when walking up here. But the views are quite amazing already. Look behind me, look in front of me, it's quite spectacular. I'm not at the top yet. So yeah. A link in the comments. Oh my god, I keep doing that. The link in the description of this video will detail everything I've done so far. Any links to the museums I've visited, the bus fares that I've paid. I'll link it all in there so you can easily access that information. I think I'm near the top now. So let's go and see what Fusa is all about. So I'm now at the bus stop. I am going to take the bus now to the hotel, as the hotel isn't very far from where I am now. I want to check in and get things sorted out there, because when I get back later, I just want to sleep because I've got limited time, very limited time. So normally I wouldn't go to the hotel so early, but on this occasion, I'm just going to check in and get things done whilst I'm close by. So check it on the bus now. So, as I said, bus journeys here, you have to pay in cash only, exact fare only, meaning the driver does not have any access to change. However, if you want to pay by credit card or debit card, you can download the app. The app, you can activate your ticket on there only once you're about to board the bus, as there is a time limit, and then you just scan the QR code. There's no day tickets here, it's either single tickets, monthly or yearly. A single ticket for the journey is £3.26 per journey you make, which is not too bad, I suppose. It depends on how far you travel, as it's a flat rate for whatever distance you go. So I'm taking this 10-minute journey on the bus now, and that will still be £3.26. And if I'd done the whole journey of 55 minutes, again, it will still be £3.26. So it all depends on how you feel about it. But I'll link, as I said before, I will link the app link in the description of this video. So as I said, I'm going to quickly pop to the hotel, get a few things sorted out there. Normally I wouldn't go to hotels so soon, but I've got a tour, as I said, booked tonight, and I really need to go to bed when I get home, so before my early morning flight tomorrow. So yeah, on the bus now towards the hotel. So I've now arrived in my hotel guest house for tonight. Now, Iceland is very expensive for guest house and hotels, so you might have to be a bit of less picky and choosy as normal, as normally I wouldn't do it at a place like this. But my accommodation for tonight is this room. It's a single bed there, got a little thing there. It's a very basic room, a little table there and a wardrobe. Now, the room is shared bathroom, which I don't normally go for. When I get out of the door, I'll show you. So out here is where your communal area is, your toilet, there, shared bathroom, and your kitchen. As I said, I don't normally go for a place like this. This was £45 for the night, so it's the best I could get for a cheap budget. And where I'm not going to be here much, it's not worth paying
£70, £90, £100, whatever, for a room that I'm only going to be in for a few hours tonight. So this was on the cheap, but you can have a better hotel, but you've got to have a bigger budget. So for my budget and the time I'm going to be here, this worked out perfect. It's actually a small annex, not part of the actual building of the hotel itself. They've got little buildings outside the hotel down the street, and this is one of them with just 2 other rooms. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's not like there's a whole party sharing, it's just 3 people sharing the rooms here. I'm going to be here very briefly before I go out and explore more. I did get the bus ticket one, however. I have found out the bus ticket is valid for 75 minutes from activation. So your single journey, you can have as much journey as you want in 75 minutes. So you can hop on, hop off any bus for 75 minutes on the same ticket for £3.26. So I'm just going to have a brief time here now, very brief. Going to sort out a few things and then I'm going to go out again. So, after leaving the hotel again, I have taken the bus to here, Adventure Island, to see the lighthouse, and as it was on the list, it looked pretty scenic, and it is. There's a small little beach here, which is very sandy, and there's a sign here that because of the tide and the way the tide works, there's certain times of the year you cannot access the lighthouse itself because all this will be covered in water and from the sea. And that period there is between May the 1st and July the 30th. As today is September the 27th, I am absolutely a-okay to walk across here and go to the lighthouse up and close at Adventure Island. To get here, it was a simple journey on the bus number 11, and then it's a short 10 to 15 minute walk to the actual lighthouse itself. Weather is dry but cold. It is very cold here today, so if you're coming to Iceland, I do recommend bringing some warm clothing, definitely. So I'm going to walk around here for a little bit and then just see how it goes for the next few hours before the coach tour to the Northern Lights. Fingers crossed they're out today and I get to see some. So let's go on. Oh dear, the tide has come in quite a bit. Looks like I'm going to get a little wet. So it's about 5 o'clock now, so do be aware. I wasn't aware of this, but the tide seemed to come in, and the pathway that I had earlier has now disappeared. So yeah, you may want to bring some wellies. Let's see how I get on. Oh dear. But guys, it looks like I've done it. I've got back without falling in or without getting wet. Let's hopefully this goes here. Look, quite a large colder there, but hopefully that'll go out in a second. And I can jump. If not, I can jump there to there to there and get over. Yeah, this has been interesting to say the least. I won't forget this in a hurry. The day I go to the bloody island and get stuck on there. Almost. Jesus, no, that's not going down, is it? Right, second plan. Over the rocks. Over the rocks we go. Ho ho, hi ho, and over the rocks we go. Hi ho, hi ho. Have I done it? Yes, I have. And a big jump. Yay! Woohoo! So basically, guys, over there is the lighthouse. When I went over there, all this was out there. I come back, and it's all in. Oh, I've had to climb over all those rocks there. All them rocks there to get back across here. I managed it. I didn't break anything. I didn't fall in. And I only got caught in one minor wave that got my shoes a little wet, but nothing major, thank God, praise the Lord. I don't think I'll be doing that again in a hurry. Anyway, onwards and upwards, heading back into the centre of Reykjavik now. So I am now on a little coastal walk along the golf course here. There is a public footpath to the right. On the left hand side is the golf course, and on the right hand side you can walk. It's a public footway. and it's quite a nice little walk where you can see the sea and hear the sea in the background, and it's just a nice little walk. If you've got some time here in Reykjavik, highly recommend you do this little walk. If you look at it on Google Maps, you'll see the golf course. It's to the right of that sort of thing. If you go to the lighthouse and not get stuck, then you will see the pathway that keeps to the right, and you just go right around, and you can do a full circuit, full circuit all the way back around and down into Reykjavik again. Obviously, I'm going to take the bus back when I get to the bus stop, but this is quite a nice little place up here to go and have a little walk if you've got some time and it's a nice day. Today it's been pretty nice, the weather, just a wee bit cold, but I'm British, I'm used to the cold. So yeah, my coach tour tonight departs at 8:30. We need to be there for 8 o'clock for the pickup point. So I've got a couple of hours yet, so I have time to walk around before my tour. So yes, we are continuing on with our day. So I arrived back at Hilmish, and I found Vito's pizza shop, which is just opposite the bus station. Here I'm going to eat my dinner tonight. I got a 12-inch pizza and a can of Coke, and it was £13.49, which I don't think is too bad considering the place I'm in, and if you think of the price Domino's and that charge in the UK, it's about average. From here I'm going to take my tour, which is departing my hotel just down the road. It's 8:30 in the evening, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll go see some Northern Lights tonight. So, fingers crossed for me. I'm going to enjoy my dinner now and then head towards the hotel where I'm getting picked up from. And so I'm now at the bus stop where we meet the tour bus outside the Storm Hotel. Now, the coach tour this evening cost me £50, and it lasts for 2 to 3 hours. And if you do not see the Northern Lights, then you will get a free voucher to return within a year to do and see them again. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. You hope that you come all this way, you do get to see something, and I've got fingers crossed I will. Bus stop's quite easy to find. Dare I say I got lost because I took the wrong turn. I was trying to take a shortcut, and yeah, didn't work out. But I'm here at the bus stop in plenty of time. The departure from Bus Travel Iceland departs here at 8:30 in the evening. So it's just getting dark now, so hopefully, all being well, we will have a nice evening out. Although, sleep for me tonight won't be much because I've got a 3:30 AM coach to the airport. Oh. But it's me and we have to do what we have to do. Anyway, let's have fingers crossed for me. Please. Well, it's not the video I was hoping to put here next. I was hoping to put some lovely footage of the Northern Lights, but unfortunately last night was not my night, and there was no Northern Lights last night. The tour I did took us to a remote location, and we stayed there for 2.5 hours, more than we should have done. We should have only been there like an hour. But unfortunately there was lots of cloud last night. That was unexpected, and unfortunately we did not get to see the Northern Lights last night, so I am extremely disappointed I didn't see them. However, the company does give you a free return visit as many times as you like within 3 years to try and see it until you do see it, so I'll have to do a revisit at some point, definitely. That's the big mix, if you like. You might see it, you might not, because the Northern Lights relies on the clouds and the weather. Yesterday he said, and he showed us photos yesterday, and it looked amazing. He said it was the best he's ever seen on Monday night, but just last night there was nothing. So getting back to the hotel very, very late. It's like 1:30. It's now 3 o'clock, and I've got to get out in a minute to get the coach to the hotel and commute to work. So yeah, not the best, but it is a situation, and hey ho. So now I've got to yes, no rest for the wicked, as they say. Let's go to work. So I'm now on the coach to the airport. A journey time on the express coach is 45 minutes from the town, but they do a minibus connection from from hotels, so you can get picked up at your hotel and taken to the main coach at their base, their depot. You can select that when you book your ticket. You can select where to be picked up from. There are a number of operators here, so do look around and choose the best operator for you. I went with the Grey Line television / airport direct / whatever you want to. A lot of them combined, and there's different agents and so on, but they're all around the €20, €25 mark, so do look around to see what's best for you. This coach was a 4 o'clock coach, picked up from the hotel at 3:30 in time for the very early morning flight, so my flight's at 6:30, so perfect timing to get to the airport. So I will link in the description of the video, like the rest of the stuff as well. So let's head to the airport. And now I'm through security and heading towards my gate. I've still got some time, so I'll go and grab a cup of coffee on the route. Now I'm flying with an operator I've not flown with before, an operator that I didn't know existed until I was searching up a flight home in time for work, an operator called Play, P-L-A-Y, Play, from here to Stansted. Not too sure how big they are, not too sure where they're from, not too sure what aircraft I'm going to have, so I'm not too sure. It's all a bit of a mystery to me. The flight home was about £50, I think £47 to £50, if I remember it correctly, so not too bad. The flight does leave here at 6:30 in the morning though, so ideal if you've got work in the afternoon, and then it takes me to Stansted for around 10:30 English time, which is plenty of time for my 2:30 start. Fingers crossed. So now it's time to find some coffee and head towards my gate for my flight on play.com to London. So I am now on the flight back to London Stansted on for this Play Airways service to Stansted. OG 800 is the flight code, and we head on this A320neo aircraft. It's extremely busy this morning. Pretty much every seat is taken, apart from the two next to me. Yeah, comfortable seats so far, friendly staff. First time on Play, as I said. So yeah, let's see how it goes on my about 3 hours journey back to London Stansted this time. I flew out of London Luton yesterday and now back in to Stansted. So yeah, see you in England. And so it is back to London we go. Now, as I was coming down the stairs, I said to myself, I have some time, let's go via Cambridge. One reason is I work for a company where I get free train travel from Cambridge to London, and I get discounted travel to Cambridge, which is a discount, would be better and cheaper for me to go to Cambridge than it is to London. However, when I got to the station, I found out there was no trains to London currently because of a broken down train, and we all know how long that can take. So I'm going back to London now via Cambridge on this 755 currently, just stops at Nicotis to Cambridge, and then Cambridge into London, and then probably head to work. So yes, here we go to Cambridge. So as I've got some time now, I thought to explain some of the options you have from Stansted Airport to London. You have the Stansted Express running non-stop to London Liverpool Street at a cost of £22 for an adult. However, if you travel in a group of 3 or more, you can get a group safe discount. If you have a rail card, you can get a rail card discount. A UK rail card, you can get a UK rail card discount. If you're a rail staff in the UK, you can use your PRIV to get you 75% off. Now, the Stansted Express makes a stop at Tottenham Hale in London, which has got a very good interchange with the Victoria line. So if you're using destinations on the Victoria line, it is cheaper for you to get off at Tottenham Hale and use the Victoria line from there. Now, Oyster cards, contactless cards, and any type of TfL ticket is not valid as far as Stansted Airport, so you will need to have a ticket for that section. The only place it is valid on Stansted Express is between Tottenham Hale and Liverpool Street. That's the only stations that your Oyster card contactless would be valid for. Option 2 would be to go via Cambridge. You'd have to do 2 single tickets, which will work out really expensive, so I strictly advise you not to do that. Unless you want to have a journey and spend some money. It's quite a scenic route if you've never been to the UK before. And then you've got the National Express and Airport Express coaches. They run between London and Victoria. Stansted and London Victoria, and Stansted at Liverpool Street, and Stansted at Stratford. Our cost is around £15 for one of those journeys, and then you can get the connection into London. However, it does take a considerably amount of more time, as obviously going by road is more time-consuming than going by train. So yeah, look at the options, look what's best for you, depends on how many people go, etc, etc. There is a new National Express route that recently started. You've seen my previous videos, the 260, that serves stations in southeast of London and Kent. And fares from that, if you're lucky, you can get for £4. So if you're going towards Kent, it might be best to take the 260. Anyway, hopefully that clears it up. If you've got any questions regarding tickets at all, please don't hesitate to comment in the comments box and I will answer them for you. Now let's continue our journey to Cambridge. And so I've now arrived back into London after a fantastic time in Iceland. Although it didn't go quite to plan with the Northern Lights, I'm definitely going to replan a trip there. Maybe later this year, maybe early next year, who knows. I will do a document on the Northern Lights, so when I do travel there, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, if you do like it, please let me know and I will do more. It's been a pleasure. Until the next adventure, probably in a few weeks' time, I can't remember. Until then, thanks for watching and goodbye.